Today we are going to learn about how you can save a lot of money using this egg. If it sounds weird, yeah, keep on watching. And it is weird. Exactly weird. Get it? Egg. Exacto. Back. So the concept goes like this. Imagine if we were to cook a scrambled egg. Have my egg. Break it. Cooking show. Look out, Erwan Husaf. I have my scrambled egg. I'll need a frying pan and I'll need some oil. Hi, love. Are you sleepy? I'm cooking eggs. Okay. Okay, we finished cooking, so this. I also use pepper and salt to cook. Now we're gonna plate it. Ayan, that's our video, guys. How to cook an egg. Okay, so I demonstrated something here na makikita natin yung steps from the egg to being cooked, etc., to the finished product. Now, I show you this not to make, pagmamayabang na marunong ako magluto ng itlog. Hindi pa naman maganda, pero the whole point of this is to show you the process and step-by-step things that are accomplished in any sort of project. This one is an egg cooking project, but for you and for me, it could be any project, whether it's home renovation, whether it's work, whether it's processing documents, whether it's a big project, or even just you in your office doing small projects. And this particular tip I'm about to show you has saved me a lot in terms of time and money. So, ang problema natin dito sa Pinas is yung manyana habit. Yung mamaya na, okay lang yan, mamaya na yan. And if you notice, every step I take in the egg cooking process, it becomes more and more expensive and it becomes harder and harder to fix. When I break the egg, I can never get back the egg. The very first step, I did not spend for anything aside from the egg. But here, I spent on the egg already, I spent on the spoon or the fork here, the bowl, and my time beating it up. Second, I spent on the cooking process, I spent on the oil, the salt, the pepper, pan, the wooden spoon, and the electricity or gas in the stove. And lastly, I have spent for the egg itself, and I can never bring it back to what it was before. Let's say for example, ay, mali pala, sunny side up pala gusto ko, ayaw ko ng scrambled. So wala na, hindi na to pwedeng mabalik natin, di ba? So this is a simple concept of why mañana habit or yung later on na yan, mamaya na yan, okay lang yan, is very costly to us. And in the context of a construction project, this means that ito yung pinakamagandang part where it's very easy to change things and change your mind and change your direction because this one does not cost anything. So ano ba to in terms of a construction project? Well, simply, it's the drawing phase. It's the hiring of proper professionals. It's the spending time on what you really want, and this is the time to change your mind. Pag nandito ka na, medyo mahirap na sabihin natin, ay gusto ko ng parang skypod yung look. And then biglang mag-change yung mind mo, ay gusto ko yung parang mga Bali villa or mga Victorian type home. So dito, it's very expensive to go back here. And you've spent on all of this beforehand. So in construction, we actually get this a lot. A lot of our customers say, oh, this CR, which is right here, I want it moved maybe 5 steps to the left. And then we charge maybe 200,000. And magugulat sila, bakit 200,000? Lipat ko lang naman yung CR ko. Yes, syempre, lilipat pa natin yung pipes, lilipat pa natin yung tiles, and if kumpletong-kumpleto na, mas marami tayong gigibain and itatayo ulit dito. So it becomes more costly as you go along. Again, when I say we saved a few million when it came to our house, that's because kinuha ko yung drawing from the architect and binabad ko. And I made sure of every single thing, from the size of the rooms to the outlets, on how many outlets will be placed where, on the floor outlets. Yung mga small details that really matter, gagawin na natin dito. And if you don't know what you're doing, ito pa rin pinakamura even if you hire professionals. Kasi a lot of us, oh, we don't need professionals. Kaya na natin yan. I've seen construction projects before. But as you go along, makikita natin, oh, hindi na-guide ng maayos yung mga tao. Oh, mali yung contractor na hire natin kasi walang nagturo sa atin on how to properly hire the right contractor, etc., etc., and it becomes more and more and more expensive. This is just a simple setup to show you guys na itong mga manyana habits natin is very, very costly to us. It's not just costly when it comes to construction projects. Pwede to sa payroll, pwede to sa mga bahay natin, pwede nga to sa love life. Imagine if dito, pwede ka pang pumili kung anong itlog ang gusto mo. Good egg or a bad egg. If you get married to the bad egg, eto na yon, papunta ka na dito hanggat may anak ka na and naging love advice. But yeah, it applies to everything in life. The earlier you spot mistakes, the better you plan early on, the more efficient and less headache and less costly it would be for you. I hope this little tip helps, guys. A very, very quick video for you today. And subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more. And I'll see you in the next one.